Okay. So we're both second year ambassadors, and this is our journey. It's called the Think Like an Engineer journey. And yeah. So for the journey, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Alana.
I'm Gianna.
And this is our
Think Like an Engineer journey.
engineer journey.
Yes.
So one of the main points that was revisited throughout the whole journey was this kind of cycle of like finding a need, brainstorming, and then designing something to help express that need or help solve that need. And then you create it, you build it, and like a prototype. And then you would test it and evaluate, and then you go back and see what didn't work, and you redesign it, and then you build it again, and then you test it and evaluate it. And then the cycle keeps going until you share your solutions at the very end. So this is us sharing our solutions.
Yes. So project 1 was about sustainability, and our objective was redesigning a 6-pack like can holder so that they don't harm wildlife, because usually with the 6-pack like plastic kind of rings they can harm.
Kills animals.
Yes. So ours looked like this. We made it out of cardboard and tape, and it can kind of hold heavier stuff. And we kind of noted that cardboard material can be recycled and it isn't harmful to animals or wildlife. And it could be created to be sturdier, obviously. This is like, you know, those like the actual cardboard ones, like the paperboard.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like those. And then we noted that's easier than you think to create something that's sustainable in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by altering just a few things, you
Yeah.
save the lives of many animals.
Yes.
For our second project, it was about accessibility and helping people who don't necessarily have the same like physical abilities as other people have to still do their daily activities. Like, for example, like a lot of people like spend time on their phones. It's a very integral part of like modern life. And so we built a phone stand so people could just simply rest their phone on there, and they wouldn't have to like spend time holding it up. They could simply place it down and still be involved and connected with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is like, it's easier. Again, going back to the same point, it's easier than you think to create something that makes a change for someone else, because they wouldn't necessarily be able to have that connection with the modern world if they didn't have that, or to the same level.
Yeah. And then project 3 was based on mobility, and we had to create something that can stand on its own while also being able to move. Ours, we had a time limit while we were creating these as well. We designed for 15 minutes, and then we would create it for 15 minutes. And you know, this one kind of shows that some things don't go to plan. It does not move that well. It can stand up on its own, but you know.
Yeah, it's part of the cycle is to learn that, like you said, things don't always go to plan, and that failure is a necessary part, and it's very crucial to redesign stuff so that it does actually accomplish the goal, and not everything is perfect on the first try. That's why you need to put in effort to things.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then this video is our Take Action project, like educating people about how they can kind of do this for themselves and what it actually is kind of helping. So like being an engineer is something that's like, that job is very in demand, and I think it's a pretty important job itself, because as an engineer, you're helping people and then kind of implementing your own ideas, like accessibility, like adding in ramps to buildings, and kind of like thinking about the environment, like environmental engineering, like reusable energy and that kind of stuff is pretty important. And then when you're putting your own ideas into that, then it's like you can see a difference in the world when you are implementing
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And it's something that affects everybody, and something that we really want to stress is that it's so easy to make something that just benefits the lives of others, and it can be done cost effectively and like biodegradable, environmentally consciously, being environmentally conscious, just like with the cardboard, and just it's the little things that make a big difference in people's lives. And I think that it's very important to bring attention to that and how like it's needed in the field. So because it is in everyone's lives every single day. Mm-hmm. And it can make a huge difference to people.
Mm-hmm. And even if you don't become like a full-on engineer, then these projects like kind of show that it's just easy to make something in your own life and help your own community with like resources that you have, like cardboard and freaking tape. Yeah.
So, moral of the story is that anyone can do anything, and we are really encouraging people to find what they can do in the community in order to help make a difference, and like just around your house and around the people that are surrounded by you, just to make life easier and make the world a better place.
Be a sister to every Girl Scout. Yeah.
Amen.
Am I right? Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye, my 89 subscribers.